One sec. Okay, let's go. I'm ready.
Oh,
Are you
don't,
ready?
don't worry. I was just waiting for you. Don't worry about that.
We've got to come and wait for you for the last half an hour.
Racism. Hello and welcome back to my channel. Yes, welcome to Roll Back the Tapes, where I review RuPaul's Drag Race UK Season 6. Yes, and we are now on episode 4, and it is the Girl Group Challenge. Yay! Love the Girl Group Challenge. But I'm also joined by my very good friend, the one, the only, the makeup stylist. Are you a makeup stylist? You know makeup.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, you got a podcast on makeup. Yeah, exactly. Makeup extraordinaire, Darren Mew. There we go. We're here to discuss the Girl Group Challenge. Yes, and it's always a big one. It's always a good one. I love the Girl Group Challenges. I think they're a staple. I think we've had really good ones over the years. We've had the Bing Bang Bong. Was that season one?
Yeah, UK Hun.
UK Hun. Then we had 3, 4, 5, and then now we've got this one. So I can't remember the rest. It's true. It's just
Don't Eat My Yum.
Yeah, Don't Eat My Yum. That was number 5, wasn't it? Yeah. That was all right then. So now we've got a Halloween edition, Ookie Spooky Kooky. Let's start at the top of the episode, shall we? We lost Dita. What do you think about Dita going home? Do you think it was her time?
It was sad to see her go. I actually liked her runway that week. I thought she looked really good, and her makeup looked great. But sadly, I think, especially for a reality TV show, she wasn't giving reality TV in the same way that we kind of needed her to, especially with a lot of the other queens who are just, Chanel and Kyron giving the drama. She was kind of put into the background. It was really sad that the week that she went as well. See, it was her mum's death anniversary too. It's really sad. But I loved Kyron. Like, everyone's walks into the walk room all sad, and Kyron's like, "She's not dead."
She's not dead, which is, her mum's anniversary of the death. So really, so insensitive, Kyron. So
honestly, truly. How could they?
Kids these days. But we had, Kiki Snatch wasn't going to go really anywhere, was she? To be fair, I think we're going to be hard pressed seeing anyone defeat Kiki in a lip sync, which I think, I really enjoyed that lip sync. I thought it was great. And that she was able to stay to the Girl Group week at least. Like, when I knew it was coming, I went, she's going to floor this. She's absolutely going to floor it. Did you think?
No spoilers yet.
No spoilers yet. She does really well. Oh no, spoilers. You all watched the show by now. You must have done.
By the time this comes out.
Yeah, exactly. But whenever I like. Put that there. It is fun. It's fun to see the girls now sort of like, so they've had a few weeks. They're getting to know each other a bit more. They're understanding each other's skill set. I think it's interesting now to see that a few of the girls who were like quite confident in the sewing challenges are now a little bit shaken and stirred. Chanel, it was to say it how it is, shaken and stirred. Chanel, Lil, Marmalade, like those are the ones who were like on top of the sewing challenges, and now they sort of like it's just flipped or reversed it a little bit, which is Drag Race. It's what you expect. It's gonna happen.
Not everyone can be like you and be good at everything, correct?
Darren, thank you. That's what I've been saying for years. Nobody listens to me. I've been saying it for years. We're going to discuss the runway looks, and we're going to give well, you've been watching the episodes, haven't you? You've been watching the episodes, ain't you? You know how it works, don't it? Yeah. Yeah. It's either a banger or it's a mash. It's one or the other. Or, you like if you like it really, really, really like it, you give it a double banger. Darlie was giving double bangs last week.
Left, right, and centre. Bloody
Left,
hell.
right, and centre. She was a very excited woman, my sister. I'm very excited because I know you're a very opinionated woman, and you have a lot to say. about a lot of the girls. You've got notes. You even got notes.
I am ready to be. Do you remember that video that went viral years ago on TikTok with that, like, it was a white gate outside two brewers and they were like reading a queen being like, Michelle would read you on the runway for not wearing a corset, bra. And we're ready to be like the new one of that.
Right, yeah. Okay, lovely. I love that. And especially as you've not done drag before, it's great for your opinion.
Actually, I have. I've done it once.
Oh God, here we go.
I performed at the Glory, R.I.P. the Glory.
Did
It
you?
was like gender effery kind of thing I went for, but I did a really cute number. It was fun. Never again, but I've done it once.
How long ago was it?
It was pre-pandemic. It was around, like, I want to say like 2018, 2019.
Way that way. Never picked it up again, did you? Never.
No, I did it and I was like, I've done it. That's good. I don't need to do it again. I liked actually making the songs more than actually performing though. So
right. Okay, well that's nice. You know, you can get a career in making mixes. Girls these days don't like to make mixes themselves, so you know, there's a career in it, darling. We are going to talk about what we're not going to talk about is the girl group runway, like the girl group costumes, outfits, because they all look stunning. I really like that they all had a nice Halloween themed for each girl group, which was great because I think I got annoyed recently. You know, over the years they're like, we need to find something that works together, and then we got the whole I don't want any H&M, all that malarkey.
Yeah,
I'm glad that they told them beforehand to get a Halloween outfit prepared.
Yeah,
and I think each year they should get a girl band look. Do you know what I mean? For you, so everything is cohesive.
Yeah, like individual looks, but it all works together.
It all works together.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Something that would work in a girl group. I think they need to start telling them that. Because, over the years, you've had so many, like, girl bands, and there's someone odd. Do you know what I mean? Someone didn't have the right outfit. Someone didn't come with that, and you were like, girl, you're picking and you're scramping and you're wearing someone's wig who's not yours, and we can tell it's not yours. So so I'm glad that they got to know that. We had the two girl groups. We had the Things, and Dracula's Child. Right, two very different groups, very different levels of performances. And what did you think of? Let's go for the Things first of all.
I think I like them both. I think they both were good. They both had their like pros and cons. I see things. Lil not knowing her dance moves at all. I feel like she should just like Victoria Beckham did and really just played in like as soon as she started realizing I don't know what I'm doing, just like really play that up and just like, oh, we're going over here now. Oh, that's happening. Like just add the comedy to it instead of being like, oh my God, get in your head really quickly and trying to catch up. Just play into the fact that you don't know what you're doing and just kind of wander around carelessly and be like, I'm an icon.
It happened with Gothy Kendall, didn't it? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, but I mean, we expected that from Gothy Kendall.
Yeah, we did.
But I think like no one, like when one person that always kind of falters, they never really play into the fact that they faltered and just play into it. Just like be funny. That's what they want you to be.
Yeah.
But yeah, obviously, and then the fact that like Kiki went right after her as well, which kind of was just like, oh, it really solidified how like. But obviously, and then Releaser.
Iconic, legendary. The fact that Alexandra Burke was already living, I was like, I know this is going to be good. It was great. Yeah. I think they were a strong group. I think they worked well. And I think they killed it. I think, Releaser, Kiki were very on top, were very great. I would have maybe, would have been interested if like Releaser or Kiki had been in the other group. You know what I mean? If we swapped like Chanel and Marmalade for Kiki and Releaser in the other group and how that would have gone down, I think that would have been epic. And a lot of picking of like where people are standing recently. I don't think Ru cares anymore. It's like you're one group, do it. Yeah. I'm like, did production line them up somehow? And then Ru's doing either and or, and then it's actually a whole big production thing. Who knows? But I mean, I think it worked out well. Both groups are really good. Oh yeah, absolutely. And with Dracula's Child, really strong group. I thought that, I didn't even think Zahara was even that bad. I thought she was all right. You know what I mean? I
Yeah,
think that's like really nitpicking. I thought Kyra was great. I thought Kyra was good, but it's not. I was only looking at you good. Do you know what I mean? That's Relisa.
yeah.
You know what I mean? That was Relisa's comment, really. That should have been. But yeah, and
I
I
don't
think
think Marmalade was as bad as like they were saying that
no,
Marmalade was really like wasn't giving it. I was like, no, Marmalade looked good to me. I think they were
Marmalade was
reaching there.
giving. She was,
I
yeah,
think for me, that group, the one that stood out to me as like maybe not the most polished was actually Octavia. I felt like she was giving a bit too much.
yeah,
And it felt to me a bit like, all right, calm down. Like, are we
yeah,
having a fit right now, or are we like dancing on the main
yeah,
stage?
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
you're not lip syncing for your life.
Yeah, it was very that. Yeah, it was very that. I think she was like, "Go group challenge. I'm gonna give it everything." You know what I mean? Which you do
Yeah,
have to, but ease us in. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
let's do that. But
I
yeah,
think my favorite line out of all the girl groups was Chanel's sexy ginger and a little bit of a witch while she was dressed in a grey wig and as a mummy. I was like,
oh yeah,
iconic,
I
iconic.
went. Do what you want, Chanel. Do you know what I mean? She was finding it hard anyway, so I'll give her. You gotta give her something. Do you know what I
She was
mean?
on the struggle bus, but I just love that. Like, yeah, the one time she doesn't wear ginger and
The
she's
one
dressed like a
time.
mummy. Her lyrics in her like she could have dressed as a witch really easily with ginger hair, but no,
But yeah, she could have
decided
done.
decided to be a mummy, even though her lyrics are completely not about being a mummy at all. And I was like, I love that. I love that for you.
I know she picked that up as well. Do you know what I mean? Being Chanel, I know she picked that up as well. But God love you, Chanel. God love you.
And she did deliver.
She did deliver, and she was safe, which I think is great. You know what? Just quickly, I love that Lavoie is hating being safe. I absolutely love because I think she's been safe since the top two, really.
I think so, yeah.
I think so. I don't know, yeah. Because she's just been annoyed about being safe for a while.
Yeah,
And
she has been in safe every time, yeah.
yeah, and I think it's interesting because I know she was probably like, I'm gonna show the kids what it's all about. I'm gonna do it. And they're like, yeah, you're doing all right.
What do you think it is about the judges? What do you think they're not seeing in her to make her be the top or whatever?
I don't think they're not seeing anything. I just think the other girls are really like they're like they bathe in the drag race, you know, bath with all the other girls over the years. So they're marinated in roux sauce. You know what I mean? Like, okay, that came out wrong, but you understand what I mean.
I wish I didn't.
I just think the other girls sort of know how to play the game a bit more. They know what Rue likes, and if they, you know, see it, they're going to amp it up. They're going to think about amping it up. I think Lavoie is just really good at what she does, and she seems to present what she does, and it's really well. But that added flair of like TV stuff and drag race stuff maybe isn't quite there. That's what I mean.
But she does give good talking heads though. Like I do whenever they cut to her talking heads. She is hilarious, and I think she'll go far in the competition. I'm hoping she's going to do like All Stars 3 Trixie, where it's just like safe, 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 and then towards the end, then do really well.
Well, All Stars Trixie only won because of the vote. So what's the day?
And maybe they still happen again too here. Who knows?
Could you imagine the Gagorama if they turned it into a vote last minute and little girls came back? You know what? Rigor Morris.
I would be here for that. I'd be like, iconic.
All the little girls came back. And a UK season as well. And we all know each other really well. We'd be hitting the roof. We'd be slagging each other off. Actually, make it happen.
Do that already.
Season 7, yeah, very that. Yeah, it was good. It was a good group challenge. I really enjoyed it. Well done, girlies. Did good. I won't be listening to the song, but you know what? Anyone else who does, that's what it's all about.
If you had to choose one group to win, what group would you have chosen to win?
Yeah, it would be. Maybe Dracula's Child. Yeah, I think overall Dracula's Child. I love Relisa and I love Geek. Do you know? But there's only those two that stood out. But with Dracula's Child, everything just sort of like clicked together. Even if it wasn't
agree.
as great as Relisa's own little track. You know what I mean?
Yeah, agree.
Sometimes being mediocre does get you somewhere in the world.
Where's Cheryl? Where's
Where
Cheryl?
is Cheryl? There's our shed. Our should use. So I think it's time. I think it's time for us to get into the runways. Yes.
Ready for some bangers and mash.
Ready for some bangers and mash. What a great concept. I am a genius. I really am. I really. Let's start from the top. It is Lavoir. We have, and the runway theme is what? Call me Mother Nature. Yes. And we are starting off Lavoir, giving us a nice volcano moment. What are we thinking about this,
Tom? Looks a bit like a 10. It looks a bit like a 10. Even she said herself when she was walking that runway, she's not going to wear it again. And I can see why. I can see why. It's a mash for me.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, I really, no, you know what? I liked it. I didn't mind it. But I wish the hair looked like an eruption if it went up. You know what I mean? I did like the little puff thing was great. But if it had gone up like an eruption and then had bits coming down to be a bit more artsy on that side of thing, I would have been like, yeah, bitch, fuck me up. I live. But for me, you know, the hair takes me out of it. They've done so much work on the lava and like the bottom half. I'm like, do you just see the red wig and go, that will do? You know?
Fair. Yeah, fair.
You know? And so yeah.
I'm also not a huge fan of like the lava print she's got on her arms, like the whatever she's wearing underneath the mesh lava, because it doesn't also match the lava on the outside. I kind of wish her arms were just her skin color, maybe. Like I don't know.
Yeah, I get. Yeah, I'm with you. Yeah, I see it now. Okay, yeah, for me, yeah, it's a mash. I just wish there was more. More. Well, we're starting off great. Next, we have Kiki Snatch. Yes, my queen, Kiki Snatch. Does Rue not like Kiki? Is something going on that because I'm picking up every time Kiki's backstage, Rue slagging her off. And I don't know if anyone else is picking up on that because she really slagged off this little afro. What did she said something about the afro, like a little, I don't know.
It needs to be like 3 times bigger. Yeah,
she got a suggestion of an afro. I screamed. I went, why are you so mean to Kiki? It's not a suggestion of an afro. It's an afro. It is cute. It's cute. It's nice. Like, yes, I think, you know, I always like a bit more, but Kiki's got a really great body and her skin looks great. She is a body girl. I think she looks fine. You know what I mean? I think there's not much wrong with it. Yes, she maybe did need a bigger afro, but I think that would like throw out her proportions anyway. Do you know what I mean? Kiki's not a big girl.
I don't think she was going. I don't think she was. I also don't think she was going for like a 70s, 80s look where big afro would have worked. Like, it just doesn't. I don't think it would have worked. The look, like, to me, the look really reminded me of like Beyonce's, like the picture she did when she was like pregnant with all the flowers. So that's Rihanna's Vogue shoot from 2018. Like, it kind of like those two to me. I think, the outfit was really lovely. Her makeup stunning as always. And I think the hair just went with it. In my opinion.
The hair just goes with it. Do you know what I mean? And you know what? Sometimes people have a budget. You know what I'm saying? We can't all have these big ass afros and packing them in the back. Listen, if Rue says something again against Kiki, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna start a formal complaint. Because come on now. This is getting out of hand.
Hashtag Rue's bullying Kiki.
Yeah, hashtag Rue's bullying Kiki. Wait, did we give it a banger or a mash? Right.
That is a banger.
Okay, yeah. And I think it's a banger as well. Don't worry, Kiki. We got you back. We got you back, sister. Next up, we have Charity. Now, I've liked Charity's runways up until now. The Itsy Witsy Spider did not go up the water spout for me. It wasn't for me.
I mean, I like it. It's not bad. It fits the theme at a bit of a stretch, but it fits the theme. I think it's just too black for on the runway, so it kind of drowns out a bit.
Oh, too black.
Yeah. I'm
Yes,
saying that
you said
here.
say with your chest. I know that's right. Yeah, that's why we're friends. Yeah, say it with your chest. She went too black. Okay, yeah, I think I know what you mean. I know what you mean. I didn't care for the knitting though. I get
And when
it.
she's like knitting a web, like she's making a web like spiders do, that's how they catch their flies, that's how they eat, nature.
Yeah, but I don't know why. Maybe have the web. Maybe have some big. If you're gonna go for spider, maybe have the big spider legs come out and it be trapped in webs or something. I know. I just thought I was just like a bit like, oh. Because realistically, if you took the spikes off it, well, what is it?
Just a black dress.
It's a black dress. This is what I mean. If you take the spikes off it, it's a black dress. And I love Charity. I think she's fucking great. I love her to pieces. But it's a mash for me. I'm sorry, Chara.
Do you know what? I'm going to give it a banger. It's like a chipolata, but it's still a banger.
Okay, well, good for you. Good for you. Happy Halloween. Next up, we have the snake charmer herself, Lil. Lil, yes. And again, every runway is great for me. I love Lil. I love you so much as a banger. I just think the look was impeccable. It was thought through. It was a little bit campy with the big eyes and the little headpiece. I went hilarious. Yeah, I really enjoyed it. She sold it for me.
Agree. Yeah, it was Halloweeny, which fitted like the like main challenge, but obviously and it fit the runway as well. So being put nature, it's a snake. It was creepy meets glamour. I love the headpiece, like you said. I also love that it was an albino snake. Like she didn't just come out and be like, "I'm a snake." She's like, "I'm an albino snake." I'm like, "You're a weirdo." Like we saw that earlier in the workroom with her and Devoir having their conversation about what hyenas was it and their lack of penises or their fake penises. Like we saw that, and I'm like, you just saw it again. Like, yeah, she's a weirdo, and I love that.
Yeah, I agree. Banger all around.
Defo banger, defo, yeah.
Next up, we have Releasa Slaves or Releasa Slaves or Releasa. I just don't think Rupaul likes to say slaves. I don't think he's gonna.
It's not like her name's Releasa Fracking. Like I don't understand.
Drag. I'm gonna need a queen to come in there called Fracking. I'm gonna need it. I'm gonna need it now. Releasa looked absolutely ethereal. I've never seen this bitch look so good, and the wig looked amazing as well. That shade of blue, absolutely stunning. I just thought to love it. Bless you.
Bless me.
Bless you. Releasa's got you. That's all it is. I've never seen her look so regal. You know what I mean? I just really thought, fuck me, bitch. Because usually she's in like hot pants and a bra. You know what I mean? And she's giving it all the sets. But this was so beautiful.
Yeah. I mean, she said it was the first time she's worn a dress as well, didn't she?
Yeah.
And I mean, she looks stunning. Like the movement in the dress, like the materials, like the different blues, the hair, the way the wig matches the dress, and the wig looks like good. Like obviously it's like a fashion colored hair, but it looks so good. It doesn't look like really plasticky and stuff. No. Like, yeah, just stunning. And the fact that like from her main stage challenge, the girl group challenge, they only had an hour and a half to get changed. I think it's like get changed, have lunch, and redo their makeup. And her makeup is stunning too. Like.
Stunning. Banger. Absolute banger. I agree. Releasa, this was your moment, bitch. And obviously the girl group challenge. Great task. And she killed it. She nailed it. Babe, she's already a performer, singer. She does stuff with Becky Hill, doesn't she? She got records out, all sorts. So I was like, this is definitely your challenge. If they didn't give it to her, I'd be like, are you all well? Are you all well? Yeah. I'll be knocking on Ruth's door. Next up, we have Zahira. Now, I will agree with Michelle when she said from here upwards, stunning, beautiful, everything more opulent. I live. Everything in the middle is a no-go area. It's not for me. And the shoes were nice.
So I actually quite liked it. I liked what she was going for, like a vase with flowers, both on her like torso and her boots. It wasn't it. She was going for like a vase with the flowers coming out of the like corset. Was that not what she was going for?
A vase? I don't think she was going for a vase.
Oh, well, that's what I kind of got. I mean, vase / quality street, whatever one you want. But I liked it. I thought it was quite cute. Like I didn't think it was that bad. I love the headpiece. Like it was cute. I liked it way more than when she started taking bits off.
Yeah, I agree. But I just wish, like, even if it was just a nice gown, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I do love a gown myself, but if it just if it was at the top and it flowed down like a tree or something, you know what I mean? And it elongated her body rather than shortening her. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it did make her look a bit thrumpy.
Yeah, so because you're a short girl anyway, but to have like this ethereal moment would have worked. And you know, because everything up here, stunning.
Sanita.
So yeah, but for me, my darling queen, it's a mash.
It's a banger for me.
Yeah, it's a banger for you. That's all right. That's okay. Keep your opinion. Hold it high, honey. Hold it high. So,
look at me being positive for once, and you're the one being negative.
I know. I'm not being negative. I'm just, wanting to. I wish there was more. That's what I mean. You know what I mean? I don't want to feel like I want some more to eat. I want to feel full. I'm fat bitch, so I want to feel full. You know what I mean? Thank you. I can't be doing with all these little. I need thank you. Next up, we have the Dime Diva herself. Yeah, very much. I don't want to fill me up. The Dime Diva herself, the Queen of Scotland, the bitch of the bitches, the bitches of the bitches, for the bitches, we are the bitches. Chanel O'Connor.
I like the runway. I think it was cute. I don't know if it really fit the runway theme.
She really went nature. All the other girls are going to do plants and animals, and I'll do something natural. I was just like,
And I kind of wish if she was going to do the whole like naked body kind of thing and be like, then have your naked body out, like be naked, rather than like it kind of felt like more like a Greek god kind of runway, or like you know, I liked it. It looked great. It was a very pretty outfit. She looked stunning. The fact, like again, her makeup flip flop from the main challenge in such a short time, but for me, it didn't really feel like it fit the theme super well.
Yeah, no, I agree. I was like, you look good, but you always look good, Chanel. I just didn't think it fit the theme. And like, you get them all up in lineup, and you would think nature, you'd be like, why is Chanel wearing that? You know what I mean? If everyone is, Lil's coming out like a snake, if these coming out like a spider, flowers, you know, water, you know what I mean? Like the natural body. I was like, I get it's nature. We are natural, but girl, come on. You know what I mean? Put a flower in your head. But I get it. But she does look stunning. And she will always look stunning. You will always be glamour. But it's a mash for me.
Yeah, beauty phase, dumb is forever. It's also a mash for me.
Yeah, that's what a great line. That's the line I live with.
Don't we know it?
Next up, we have Marmalade. And yes, I enjoyed this. A bit.
A bit.
No, I did. I just wish the first moth wasn't so far down, if that makes sense. Like the big wing one, yeah. Or maybe if, like, let's say, for instance, the first moth was wrapped around her in like sort of like a corsety sort of way, it came down a bit, and then they had the wings. So there was something to show off in the front that wasn't so cumbersome. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That would, I just think for ease to move, like she looks stunning, Like, don't get me wrong, it's a banger for me. It will be a banger, but I'm just like, there could have been like maybe different ways instead of having such a, you know, big outfit that you could tell you're walking in and it's painful.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, for Tia Coffee's granddaughter as well, she does look stunning.
Listen, it's okay. Things get passed down from generation to generation. Victoria looks stunning. Pass it down to Marmalade.
I think the thing with Marmalade, the butterfly behind, this is nitpicking, and it's really not that important. But the one of the wings on the behind one is bent, and that really bothered me the whole time she was walking on the runway.
Did
And
it?
I don't know why. Yeah, you could. Yeah, but you can kind of see it. Like, yeah, the one on
Oh.
the left, I'm guessing.
Was a bit bent.
It's like kind of bent. The wings a little bit bent, which obviously you're packing things in the suitcase, things are going to get bent.
Of course.
But for some reason it just bothered me. But yeah, no, it's stunning. It's very pretty. I get what you mean. Like proportion wise, I guess maybe the moths kind of just look a bit like they're stuck on, and it could have been made part of the look a bit more. But I still think it is totally stunning.
Oh, yeah.
And her makeup and the hair, just
everything works. Banger. Banger.
Oh yeah, banger.
Oh God, yeah. Oh God, yeah. And next up we have Kyran Thrax, which I love that Kyran gets some eaten out the palm of her hand during either the episodes with the challenges or on the runway, because that was so funny. It was so funny her walking down, you know, giving the judges a bit of this, a bit of that, and then a cat suit underneath. And the judges being like, oh.
Yeah, the performance of it was great. I love the reference. It was from some horror film, she said. I don't know.
Yeah, you not seen it?
Of course not.
Colin me shocked. Yeah, but it...
Yeah, she looked great. I kind of wish she just kind of kept the big coat on and didn't do the reveal, because I think the jumpsuit underneath, like, I think it would have been fine if the jumpsuit was underneath, if the jumpsuit was also pretty, but the jumpsuit underneath was ugly.
Well, the thing is, all the money had gone on the over thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, just keep that on then.
She spent money on that and the headpiece. And I went, no wonder there's a catsuit underneath. She ain't got no much budget left for the rest of the outfit.
A catsuit with like 5 flowers on it too. Like, no, like it was
5 flowers on it. I do. You know what? I do like Kyran, and it's a banger for me because she is so stupid, and I did like the jacket, and you know, I don't mind. I didn't mind the catsuit, but I know it could have been better.
I think just for the catsuit, I'm going to give it a mash.
Okay, just for the catsuit, but the whole jacket was great.
Oh, yeah, the jacket was great, but that ended up on the floor, and I didn't want it to end up on the floor.
Yeah, okay. Well, that's all right. Well, you know what? That is what it is. It is what it is, and we can agree to disagree.
Which we often do.
At every turn. Next up, we have Octavia. Now,
she's ready for fisting.
She's ready for fisting. She's ready for something. She's ready to... What was her runway? It was flames, fire.
Flames, and the side of the face. Flames. You don't get the reference. It's fine, not whatever.
Not at all.
I can see your face. You're like, okay, not getting it. Yeah, I feel like it's like she went similar route as the Voir, right? Like volcano, flames.
Oh, okay.
I'm assuming
volcano, flames, right? Yeah. No, I mean, I'm surprised Michelle wasn't like it's a corset with the dress on it.
Yeah.
It looks like she just made it in the workroom.
It does look design challengey, doesn't it?
Yeah. It does. It does look very design challengey. And like, don't get me wrong, she's gonna sell it on the runway. She's gonna do her best, and she's gonna sell whatever garment she wears, and she sells it well, but not well enough for me. It's a mash.
Do you know what? It's just come to what Octavia reminds me of. She reminds me of like a Jack Russell, like a lot of like small little dog, but loads of energy, always jumping, yapping around, being like doing the most with the least. Yappy. Yeah, it's a mash for me too.
Yeah, yeah, of course.
Yeah, she's
Of
sweet. She
course.
seems really great.
Oh, yeah, she does.
I love that Rue hates her eyebrows too. It's great.
Don't kill me. Rue, what Rue said about the eyebrows, hilarious. Hilarious. Oh, that's the kind of TV you can't buy. That's the kind of TV and publicity you can't buy, darling.
Put it on some merch and you are gold.
You know what I mean? Absolute gold. Get people to do their eyebrows on you. Do you know what I mean? So that was our runway looks. I really like this one. I really enjoyed the Mother Nature. I thought it was really good. I really enjoyed the winner. That was Release the Slaves. Really enjoyed it. I'm very proud. She looked absolutely stunning. I know there's so many arguments up the runway being like 50%, is it or is it not, or da da da. But I think she really hit a home run with the not only the challenge being absolutely spectacular, the runway as well devoured, like a tsunami, washing away the competition. Even though they were really up Karen's ass the whole thing.
I mean, Karen's up their own ass anyway, so.
Oh yeah, but in a drag queen delusional way, which is great. So she's on the line of delusion that evolves into confidence. That's what you need. Do you know what I mean?
Does it, or does it fall into the line of potentially being a bit cocky?
No, not for me.
Do you not?
Fair. No, because I am delusional.
But you're not cocky.
No,
but Kyron does come across as cocky sometimes. I love Kyron, don't get me wrong.
No, but we're all thinking it. Well, if every cross-dresser in there is thinking they're gonna be the next big thing, like we all have egos. We all think we're the next biggest thing anyway. But then to go on Drag Race and to rude, let's clock you there. I'm watching you. Then to go on Drag Race is a confirmation that you are that bitch. So your ego and Delulu is going to go through the roof. You wouldn't be able to tell me nothing if I got on the show and got far. You couldn't tell me anything. You couldn't tell me I got far.
Got far.
I got far. You didn't tell me nothing. I got far. You didn't tell me nothing. So yeah, I understand that it comes across in that way, but I think she's just herself. She's confident. She's great. She's a good performer. She's talented. And also caught that Zahira did her new makeup. Zahira did her new eyes, which
nice, you can tell.
Which I found absolutely hilarious. So obviously when Kyron came back with a new set of eyes, I went, "What's going on here, darling? Where'd you get these eyes from? I've never seen you wear these eyes in my life, and I've known her for a few years." I went, "Interesting." I went, "She's been on that race, and they told her to change her makeup on, and she did." That's why I like me getting on the race and coming back with skills and tips, and you'd be like, "What's going on here?"
Yeah, how did you learn that? When did that happen?
I was just practice.
I disappeared for a month and was just practicing. That's what I did. Well, that's never going to happen, though. A miracle would need to happen there.
Listen, don't be so rude. Thank you very much. Well, now I know other cross-dressers can help each other. It's lovely. But Kyron, I do love your new eyes. They are very nice. Very nice.
I love you, Kyron. I think you're great. I do love Kyron. I'm just going to say that.
Yeah, we love Kyron. Absolutely love Kyron. But I do love that she did paint her old eyes for the first 2 weeks of the run. That was funny. That was dedication. That was funny. I laughed at that. I went, "Hello, old eyes. Why are you painting your old eyes for?" Hilarious. Stupid bitch.
She's committed. She's committed to the bit. She's an actor. She's an actor. So.
She's committed. She's ready for each and every role. Next, we had the lip sync. The lip sync was great. The lip sync was iconic. We had Lil and we had Zahira. Do you think the right person stayed?
Yeah, I do. I think it was nice to see Lil come out of her shell a little bit. Yeah. I mean, I haven't ever seen Lil perform live, but I don't feel like she's known for doing big clubby dance numbers in her performances.
No,
I watched her on Drag SOS. I love Drag SOS. I loved her on that. But for her to do a clubby number and do it as well as she did in the dress that I don't think she could really move very well in it anyway. It was really nice. I think the issue Zahira had was that like as soon as she started taking the bits off her outfit, like once the headpiece came out, she was in a flat pink wig, and then when the top came off, it was just like this mesh top and then a silver skirt. It kind of then really takes you out of like this kind of fantasy of this really cool club number that's both slow and fast, but you're dressed, the outfit just kind of looked a bit messy. It's like, you know, you go to Heavenly Bodies and they look pretty, that's a part of their performance.
Yeah.
If, you know, if they didn't look as good as they did, would their performances be as great as we love them? I don't know. No, but I'm just saying, like, sometimes the outfit is really, really important for the performance.
Absolutely.
And if your outfit doesn't match the performance you're giving,
absolutely. Listen, Rue hates shoes flying. Rue hates wigs flying. Do you know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
it's a known fact. You know, it's a known
and like obviously I understand that like Tahira couldn't have done all the moves that she was doing with that whole outfit on. But as soon as you start taking bits off, it just looked messy. Then everything else became a bit messy, I think.
Yeah.
So I think like out of the two, obviously Lil already had a win too.
Yeah.
Like, you know, I wanted to see more from Lil. I mean, I love Zahira's talking heads. She was hilarious. She was chaotic.
So much. Yeah. It's great. Like, yeah.
I'm not sure I would have maybe put Zahira in the bottom, to be fair, though.
Who do you think would have been in the bottom, though?
I love Octavia, but I would have probably put Octavia in the bottom.
I can see it.
Like her runway was a bit meh, and I found her performance.
But then I don't see Lil surviving a lip sync against Octavia.
But I'm not sure how different Octavia and Zahira's kind of
differently.
That number would have been. Do you think?
I know, darling. I know. Octavia was part of my competition in Manchester and won. I know her strengths and her talents, and performance is one of them. She's great. Yeah, Lil was not coming out of that lip sync surviving. No. So it's a good thing. Yeah. It's a good thing that Zahira was in the bottom, because I as much as I love Zahira, I know Lil has so many more outfits, so she's going to devour the runway this season. Her, Marmalade, even Chanel are who I'm looking for runways. Like Kyron, Relisa are the ones who will surprise me, and I think that's great. You know what I mean? I think
I think Kyron for me is going to bring the comedy. Navarre, I love her talking head moments. Yeah. She's great for that. I think like you said, Lil, Marmalade, and Chanel. I think Chanel is also kind of could be the villain. Slash like fun.
Kind of. She is the villain.
Yeah. She brings the drama, but Lil and Marmalade for the fashion, like and then you've got like Kiki, lip sync assassin vibes. And I feel like Relisa also could fit into that role too. But also, absolutely. I think she's going to be the surprise. Like, this challenge, she's still quite quiet and reserved, but then really comes out in this challenge. Like when Rue announced her as the winner, and she's there like kind of twerking on the stage. I was like, girl, you do that. Like you show yourself to the judges in these moments. Like,
absolutely, as you should. She was doing great. So it's going to be a good season, I think.
Yeah, but sad to see Zahira.
I love Zahira so much. I'm so good.
Yeah,
but she's great, and she'll work. And when she left, going, well, who's going to be the pretty one now? I died. I went real.
Tea.
I died. Tea. Absolute tea. So next week we have the. It's like what challenge is it? Graham, talk show host. They've got the talk show host one, and it's like kind of like they have those little middle of the road ones. I think last year they had to be in groups of 3, and they were like shoplifting. The Geordie ones were all together.
Yes, it was a panel kind of thing, wasn't it? Like how-to kind of thing. Yeah.
So
I think talk shows can be very hit or miss. So like we've seen them go terribly wrong. Like the US ones, and we've seen it go terribly wrong. Like I think season 2 they did like a Lorraine and stuff. Like, you can see it go terribly wrong or really, really well. So I think we'll see queens flopping at this, and we'll see queens doing really well. And I'm excited to see what queens do well, what queens like stand out and like maybe step over other queens because they're so loud and so overconfident, rather than the quieter queens who maybe might not push through as much. Because it's like a comedy challenge, but it's also like an acting challenge. It's a lot of things rolled into one.
And like Graham is your judge, you know what I mean, as well.
Yeah.
So you're like,
and he will let you have it. Like if you're not doing a good time, you will know right then and there. That, if he's not funny, he will like show you that it's not funny. Like,
Exactly. And Graham says what he thinks. I was in a lip sync competition once, and Graham was the judge. Way back when, 2017, Graham was like, "You really need to pull your tights up." At the time, I didn't know what I was doing, but Graham
you've never pulled them up since.
What?
You've never pulled them up since.
I've never pulled them up since. Never pull up your tights. Keep them down, like my mother always used to say. No. Oh, God. God love it. Well, on that note, I think we should close the episode. What a lovely episode it's been. Thank you so much for watching. Darren, where can the kids find you?
You can find me on Instagram and TikTok at MxDarren_. And like we said earlier, I have a podcast. It's all about like makeup. We talk to really cool people in the makeup industry. That's called Turning Lukes, and you can find that also on Instagram and all podcast platforms too.
I'll put it all below there. I'll make sure it's all there so the kids can see it. Do you know what I mean? I've got a very great following. You know, small but mighty VIPs, icons, legends,
and they all follow you for your makeup too.
Exactly. So. Thank you very much. That's exactly what they follow me for. And you can find me on all social media platforms and screaming or doing the most with the least, and whatever there's a feat, there is me. I've been Washy Black. I'll see you again for next week's episode. It's episode 5, and it's a talking one. What is it? Chat show? Yeah, chat show one. I'll see you there, darlings. Bye.
Bye.
Me.
Ooh, spooky.
Spooky Halloween.
Spooky.
Intro music. Bye.